The WWE has finally changed up the tag team titles from the Wyatt 6 to Solo Sikoa and Tama Tonga.
Took them long enough to do it, man. What has it been like? When did the Wyatt?
They won in July.
Yeah.
Held the belts up for so long. Here's the thing with the whole tag team division. 2025, the tag team division started off so strong.
It did.
We had this whole exciting TLC match, I think a week after WrestleMania.
Yes.
Right? And the build up all year long, it was like the DIY, Street Profits, all these tag teams and More City Machine Guns, all these teams are just kind of feuding over the titles.
Yes.
It was an exciting time for the tag team division. You knew that it was something you would want to tune into because they're all very talented in-ring teams. A lot of guys to cheer for. And it was pretty exciting. And then as summer approached, the Wyatt 6 was in the tag team division, and that was exciting at first because Wyatt 6 was one of those teams that everybody wants to tune in to see what they would do, right? The title changes. We have a great summer with the titles because we have this massive match at SummerSlam, the Wyatt 6. Andrade and Ray Phoenix were tag team. Remember Andrade when he was on TV?
Remember Ray Phoenix? He was on TV too.
A lot more. DIY was still around. Remember Tommaso Ciampa?
Yeah.
He's gone now. Fraxium was still on TV, not fighting for the US title and fighting over mask with Gargano, I guess. Motor City Machine Guns, I don't know what happened to them. It's been a while. Street Profits are another tag team I haven't seen in a long time.
I haven't seen them.
The tag team division kind of got held up the minute the Wyatt 6 grabbed the belts.
The minute they grabbed the belts, it seemed like they were doing that whole thing. We thought the Street Profits were going to break up when the match was it in Paris?
Yeah.
We thought that whole thing was going to happen. Nothing happened with that. Then they switch. The Wyatt 6 start feuding with the MFTs.
Yeah.
When they start feuding with the MFTs, they don't really feud for that long. They feud on and off.
It takes a while to get going. They took a while to just completely have those matches and stuff like that. I was checking how many times they defended the belt. I think it was like 7 times in like what 5 months.
Yeah, 6 months.
And that's not even enough. I feel like they should have been defending it at least 1 or 2 more times, 3, maybe 10 times at least.
Especially since the tag titles before that were like getting changed like all the time.
Yeah.
DIY had it. More City Machine Guns won it.
Street Profits
had it, and then Wyatt 6
ended up winning.
Yeah, and then it just like changed that whole.
The biggest
dynamic.
issue I feel like is like with Wyatt 6 because Wyatt 6 is supposed to be like a massive attraction, right?
Yes.
Their debut was insane when they came out, and everybody went nuts. They thought
Chad Gable was dead.
It was one of those things where you tuned in every week to see what they would do next, right? And they slew down. I guess somebody got injured, and they brought him back to SmackDown. Brought him to SmackDown. It was okay. Now we're gonna get something out of them. And at first, it was like that. The excitement was there. The tag team titles on them made sense. Like we said, the SummerSlam match was huge. And then they kind of just fell off for a bit. They come out. They challenged MFTs. They make the whole statement where they show up. I forgot what match it was, but they all showed up. I think MFTs might have showed up.
Yes, MFT. Yeah.
They kind of teased the rivalry for a while, and then they finally started picking up now, which is good. But I feel like the Wyatt 6 needs like that extra whatever they had when they first started out. They need that again. The little menacing part of them is what they need, and hopefully that's what this storyline has to pay out with Solo Sikoa stealing the lamp. I feel like this is going to bring out that darkness out of them, make them be more like a menacing team that takes out Solo Sikoa, takes out Tama Tonga, whoever's on that squad, JC Mateo. They take everybody one by one.
You're 100% right. They're missing that like the Ministry of Darkness Undertaker kind of thing, right? They're missing that like supernatural thing that makes us that kind of group scary. We're gonna have the Wyatt 6 and Bo Dallas make this sick entrance that they always do, and it's nothing menacing about them anymore. Like before, I would be like, oh, something's gonna happen, something sick's gonna happen. Remember, what's her name? Is it Nikki Cross?
Yeah.
She would always give the tapes to Michael Cole, and he would always give his messages. Yeah. They don't do anything menacing like that anymore. They just do like they just show up and they give their threats, and then they finally had a match.
Yeah,
and now finally he's picking up, like you said.
I think a heel turn or something like that is what they need. Like, when the Fiend was around, what made me tune into WWE back then was just the Fiend. I would want to watch just because he was my favorite thing about WWE.
Yes.
So I tuned in just for him, and this was like one of the worst eras of WWE too. He was the main guy for a lot of people to show up to watch, SmackDown or Raw, whatever show he was on. What made him so entertaining was that he wasn't even a good guy. He was going after attacking whoever he wanted. People would go nuts over it, right?
Yeah.
And he would challenge guys like Daniel Bryan. Seth Rollins had a match with him. I feel like that's what the Wyatt 6 needs to be like. They need to be like a heel group that comes out and just attacks people. And like I said, this got to be the thing that cracks them. They got to make this turn happen now. Because then, whatever build up they're going for WrestleMania, whether that's a one-on-one match between Solo Sikoa and Uncle Howdy, like, there needs to be something there for us to be like, you know what, we're excited for this match. Because Uncle Howdy right now is kind of just like, we'll cheer for you because of the past and all the other stuff.
Yeah.
But it's not really like as exciting as it once was with them.
Like I 100% you're right about that. But then the question for me becomes like, is MFT just gonna be like they're gonna lose this and then lose like? It kind of feels like it's just the group's gonna break up from there.
I have a problem with MFTs too because MFTs are just like 4 guys who are following Solo Sikoa. They have no character at all, and they need character. There should be something about each of them. Like I feel like the WWE, it was with factions. They just like everybody to be the same, and then one guy stands out.
Yeah,
which is stupid to me. That's never been how good factions work out. That's not how Evolution worked out. That's not how the Bloodline did well. DX as well. They all had their own personality, own gimmicks, and own things going for them. And then they would all factor onto story whatever that faction was telling. Instead of just being there. Oh, we're here to follow Soul's lead, and we're gonna be his family tree.
They made a big deal about JC showing up. This guy hasn't showed zero personality since that moment. They got 3 guys that do the same thing.
They could have just got a bunch of jobbers to do what the guys do. Like it's such BS. They are all guys who are huge names on at least JC Mateo and Tama Tonga were outside of the WWE.
Yeah,
and then they bring them to the WWE and they just kind of become like boring over time. Like Tama Tonga, he had the whole yeah. That was like the Tasmanian devil of the group. That's what it felt like for a long time. I think they kind of brought that down. They toned it down a lot.
Him and Jacob Badu were sick. Those two were outshining Solo, and I think that was the problem that they had with them.
That's what the problem is.
The problem with the other thing is like they keep teasing this Tama Tonga and Shinsuke Nakamura thing, and that like watch it not lead to anything. I feel like that
just might have been like something they teased or tested the waters with and never went anywhere. I think that's the biggest problem right now. Like we just said. They don't want to have anybody else trying to show Solo Sikoa. Solo Sikoa, you let Solo Sikoa be Solo Sikoa. He's gonna shine already. Yeah, he could be funny.
Yeah,
and he could do his thing, and the MFTs do their thing too. You could have Tama Tonga, the psychopath of the group, Tonga Loa, the loud but like kind of like terrible in the ring kind of guy.
Yeah,
they all have gimmicks themselves. JT Mateo could be like the monster, like him and JC Mateo or Tala Tonga could have their role. Maybe Tala Tonga's the quiet monster and Jason Mateo's like the destroyer, like the guy that they sent out there just to put into big fights. Like they should all have something to do out there, but it's like the WWE is like, we'll just put them face paint on them. They're a group with Solo Sikoa.
WWE in general has been terrible with factions. This like look sorry to bring up to another faction. The Vision is ass. Like the Vision's been like bad since the conception of it. It started off as a cool group, but ever since since SummerSlam-ish, it's been like downhill in my opinion. And I kind of feel like the same thing as Judgment Day, the same thing as NFTs, the same thing as the Wyatt 6. These factions, like I don't know what's going on, like what the writing is, but like they needed to pick up, especially from a guy that created 2 great factions, and he's over here selling the faction game.
And he booked the Bloodline well when he took over.
Yeah,
like when he was booking Bloodline in 2022. And to 2023, he killed it. He got Sami Zayn over, even though people want to hate on Sami Zayn now. He got Sami Zayn over. He got people to chant for Jey Uso. He got all these guys to become like
characters.
Yeah, characters. And even Solo Sikoa was a character back then. And wherever they changed up on him, it still worked out at the end. Like it was doing well for the longest time.
Yeah.
I just think they need to find something for
They do.
Even with the Wyatt 6, they need everybody else to have their characters too. I know Nikki Cross has like the character, right? Because she's kind of crazy. She comes out of nowhere, attacks people. She's always had that character, like that's unpredictable. That's kind of work. That's still working. I feel like Eric Rowan's got the tall, big man character too, but they're still like
Dexter Lumis and the other two, like they don't have a character.
Yeah, they need some more backstage segments, more segments in general, just to like help create characters for these guys. I think that's all we have. Well, that does it for this video. Let us know what you think about the Wyatt 6 versus the MFTs and the tag team division on SmackDown in this video. Like, subscribe. We'll see you in the next one.